Hey, what's up? This is Mr. Ippolito. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my dog Bella. It's because she is so excited about the 5-4 Mastery Challenge. This is on American art and literature in the 1800s. Let's go ahead and jump in. So, first of all, just like previous Mastery Challenges, I want to make sure that you focus on the vocabulary. Not that you need all of it, but you should definitely be able to respond to the prompt, right? Including some, if not most, of the vocabulary. So we're going to take a look at the prompt here. As always, you want to focus on the prompt and answer the question. Looking at the paintings of the Hudson River School, which painting speaks to you the most? In other words, it's the most interesting. It's just something like, hey, this seems like something that represents kind of the art that we learned about in the Hudson River School movement. What are the common themes between the writings of transcendentalism and the art of the Hudson River School? So there are two different things that we're learning about. You need to make the connection between both of those. So let me go ahead and take you over here to learning targets and lessons. The first thing that we did kind of in order is we watched the Hudson River School of Video Essay. So if you were in class, you watched this. This was about 4 minutes and 48 seconds. And it was this guy right here. We're going to pause. And if you don't remember this, or if you were absent for this, you should watch this video first because it discusses the ideas and the themes of the Hudson River School. Now, just to be clear, the Hudson River School is not a school. It's not like where you go to learn stuff. The Hudson River School is an art movement. It is a collection of artists, mostly who were living in and around the Hudson River Valley in upstate New York, who were painting themes about not only parts of nature in the Hudson River Valley, but also all over our growing United States in the 1830s, 1840s, 1850s, 1860s. So this is an art movement. That's what the Hudson River School is. So we watched the video first, and then I challenged you in class. If you were in class, I challenged you to view the gallery. So then we view the gallery. This is another one of those must-do activities. And so you can either take a look at this gallery here, or there's another gallery, which I will link to as well, that is all about paintings of the Hudson River School. So you have to pick one painting, and then you have to determine which one speaks to you the most. So you're going to describe that and explain why it speaks to you. Why does it jump out to you? And if you're shooting for the highest grade possible, how is this painting a good representation of Hudson River School art, right? What are the hallmark features of Hudson River School art? And then for the next part, you have to connect the art of the Hudson River School to the literature of the Transcendentalist movement. In order to do that, you either need to read from the old textbook, that's right here, Chapter 8, Lesson 4, American Literature and Arts, and you don't need to read the whole thing. You'll notice I annotated this, so you can kind of look through here. This is where I talk about how, and I didn't do this in every class, but this is where I connect the transcendentalist movement of the mid-1800s to the hippie and counterculture movement of the 1960s and 1970s. Now, I don't want you to be confused. This is something you're going to learn about. This is 20th century history. You're going to learn about this in 10th and 11th grade. But the reason I bring this up is to make connections between history that you're learning right now and history that you will learn about in the future. This image right here is an image of the Woodstock Music Festival in 1969, coincidentally, which took place in upstate New York in the Hudson River Valley, the same place where this art and literature movement took place 100 years earlier. These people were protesting against the Vietnam War. Again, this is not the history we're learning about. I'm just making some comparisons here and showing you how kind of history repeats itself. So they were very much about peace and love and connecting with nature and kind of separating from modern culture and kind of modern society, very similar to the way the Transcendentalists were. So you're going to read about the Transcendentalists. You're going to read about Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau. So read about them. And then you can stop right here, right? That's all that you need to do. You'll notice there's a piece on civil disobedience, which was very similar to, so the civil disobedience that Henry David Thoreau and Ralph Waldo Emerson were practicing in the 1830s and 40s and 50s, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would end up practicing 100 years later in the 1950s and the 1960s. So again, making connections between the history we're learning now and the history you will learn in 10th and 11th grade. Okay, so you're going to learn about transcendentalism. If you finish reading this and you're like, I still don't understand transcendentalism, well, we now have the new textbook that we are adopting in 2023. So you can click here and you can read the text from the new textbook, right? And so you can read about Transcendentalism, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau, right? A little bit about Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson, who are in related movements, literature movements of that time period, and then Painting American Beauty, and we learn about Thomas Cole and the Hudson River School, and Asher Durand and Frederick Edwin Church and Albert Bierstadt, and you can even see one of Durand's pieces right here, which you could also comment on if you wanted to. So again, for the highest score on this mastery challenge, the 5-4 mastery challenge, you need to connect what is similar about the Hudson River School, and how does that connect with Transcendentalism and the writings of Thoreau and Emerson and these themes of civil disobedience? How do they all connect together? So in order to get that highest score possible, that mastery score, that's what you're looking for this challenge. All right. And when we are in class and when you're actually doing this mastery challenge, you may have your Chromebook open simply for the purpose of looking at the art. That's it. You may not Google Transcendentalism or Google Henry David Thoreau. You can't be looking any of those up, but you will be able to use your Chromebook during the Mastery Challenge time just for this one and just to look at the art. All right, I hope that helps, and good luck on your 5-4 Mastery Challenge. Have a great day. Bye-bye.